Oh boy, this list was pretty fun to compile, and you'll probably see why once you get to watching it. We gotta highlight some of the funnier, more impressive dumb things that people have done, and you may or may not be surprised at what you're about to see. We knew that humans were, at some times, a little bit crazy, but we didn't know the full extent of it. We'll just let you see for yourself on our list of dumb people doing dumb things.
Hey guys, this is your host, American Eye, but today I'm right here on Titanic, bringing you this video.
Number 14. Sir? We'll now take a look at this brilliant fella. He's gotta be smart to be working on that there electrical outlet, doesn't he? Gee, mister, I hate to act as if I know more about electricity than you do, but that ain't how you're supposed to do it. This guy is clearly not an electrician and probably hasn't worked with electricity in his entire life. This is considering that he's sitting calves deep in water while fiddling around with an electrical socket. We're not calling him to build our house, that's for sure. Number 13. Workers' compensation. Ouch, that word is about all you can describe this photo or what probably happened directly after taking it. Why in the world would someone think that it's okay to use their back as a table to hold a board that someone is cutting with a circular saw? Please say that this was a dare, because if not, these guys have got to be some of the dumbest dudes out there. They're even cutting towards the guy's tailbone and lower back. Somebody, quick, this guy is about to get cut up in a work accident and he doesn't even know about it. Number 12. Dumbrella. Hey dude, that's not how you're supposed to use never mind. Sometimes you just look at a situation someone puts themselves in and can't even speak up. This is because you know, judging by the stupidity of what they're doing, that they probably won't even get what you try to tell them. This guy might genuinely understand how to use an umbrella and just had his hands full of something. So he decided to go about it all folded up. But come on man, you had to know this was going to get posted on the internet somewhere, right? At least he's using it to cover himself from the rain, and folded up or not, that's the umbrella's purpose. But still, this looks pretty dumb to any onlookers. At least it wasn't us. Number 11. Now this is just rude. This woman should have her dog owning permits revoked immediately. She should also have to spend a few days in the slammer for contaminating a public water fountain and doing so knowingly. How could you use a water fountain that children, adults, seniors, and who knows who else drinks from to wash your dog's butt? This isn't only dumb, but it's entirely disrespectful, and the lady should face the consequences of her actions. She could actually get somebody really sick from doing this. We'll just conclude that she's not a good person because nobody in their right mind would do this. And they definitely wouldn't do this in public knowing that other people use this. Sick. Number 10. Nobody is gonna steal that. Have you ever witnessed something so dumb that you almost have to believe that somebody just wasn't thinking at that time? This person went to all the trouble of buying this giant tough-looking chain to ensure that nobody would steal their scooter. They even locked the scooter up and probably checked and double-checked the lock before walking away. What they didn't realize, however, was that what they had attached the chain to wasn't going to do anything to hold on to the chain or the scooter if somebody just decided to lift the chain right over the top. This has to be a joke, right? Or maybe this person is just too dim and shouldn't own a scooter cycle in the first place. In that case, somebody steal it quick. Now, if you don't have any fear of being stuck somewhere where you can barely move in a compromising or uncomfortable position, this might not bother you. To us, though, this looks pretty horrible. We wouldn't put ourselves in such a position like this, given that we have common sense and would know from the moment anyone suggested it that it was a bad idea. This guy didn't have quite the same thought pattern to lead him to the conclusion that this wasn't a good idea. He somehow crawled or wiggled his way inside, and we'll be darned if we know how he's gonna get out. One thing's for sure though, he better not let this happen to him ever again, otherwise his friends and family should just leave him. Survival of the fittest. Number 8. So we're not gonna go too deep into this one here, considering that he possibly has a phone that reads text messages or something to him. He could also use Braille to text back or something, right? Or maybe he's just on the phone and using the speaker? But this sure looks like he's using his phone and seeing whatever he's doing, doesn't it? There's just something about this one that doesn't feel right, so we're gonna go ahead and call this one a really dumb guy. Who goes and panhandles with a sign that says blind man anyways? Blind man what? People need to stop ripping people off, or they at least need to try a little harder when they do so. Number 7. Come on, man. The next picture this guy had taken of him was a photo documenting the scene of a horrific and grisly passing. No, we don't really know that, and we really hope not. But that really is a possibility here. Who in their right mind puts their foot that close to a mouth of a woodchipper? If you misjudge by a few inches, that thing would grab onto your foot and begin to drag you in, and at that point, there'd really be nothing you can do. It doesn't even really look like he's got a partner or anybody else around him to hit the switch off, besides the person taking the photo. If his legs get stuck in there, it's gonna be big trouble. He's just lucky that he didn't end up 10,000 pieces of dumb instead of just one. Number 6. Find another way. Oh lordy, what is this dude on the ladder thinking? Yes, it reaches. Yes, it's metal. No, it doesn't look stable or safe at all. Why would you give the end that's braced against the ground like 3 inches to work with? Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that he's also doing this over a staircase or something, like 15 feet over a staircase. This looks like it would end really badly, and we're just glad this one is just a picture. We don't really enjoy seeing people break their necks, that's all we've got to say about this one. Number 5. Ladder 2. We probably don't even need to say much about this one. This is obviously a bad idea, and anyone besides this guy would know it by just seeing it. Is this really the guy's best mode of transportation for getting his ladder from A to B? Why would you choose to ride on a motorcycle like this while balancing a ladder on your bike? Who taught this guy about the world? Who gave him a motorcycle anyways? We wonder if he got it to where he was trying to go, or if something terrible happened on the road. A flying ladder is definitely no fun. Who knows? Number 4. R.I.P. D.U.D.E. This guy is clearly a seasoned vet at working on his truck. We mean, just look at how he's lying under there who knows what while a forklift is holding up the back end of his truck. This is what the professionals do, isn't it? Why would anyone decide that it's safe to climb under a multi-ton truck after jacking the thing up with a forklift? This guy shouldn't be able to operate either vehicle after this. If he made it out of there alive, that is. Number 3. Protect your face. This should definitely do the job of keeping this guy's eyes protected. Who raised all these people? What person puts a plastic bag over their head as some kind of shield while they're using power tools? And what person gave this extremely dumb person power tools in the first place? This is like a pyramid of dumb, just traveling down, down, down from the top, and then there's this guy at the bottom. What's a plastic bag gonna do to protect you from the sparks, man? Don't you know that they'll just burn right through anyways? They must be some people's kids. Just get over it. Well, we know that following this picture, 3 people lost their lives, and that's the only 3 we can see. We wouldn't be surprised if there were more too. How does one come up with the brilliant idea to put anything electrical on a table in the middle of their little pool? Then, who comes up with an even brighter idea to float a power strip that's conducting electricity between 2 flip-flops less than over an inch of water? Who is then even more genius than that and gets into the depth trap of the pool? Let us answer that for you, these guys. We keep thinking that we've seen the dumbest of the dumb, but we keep getting proven wrong. So we'll keep our mouths shut, but holy moly, what were these guys smoking? Well, we've had a whole lot of dumb so far, but we have one more in store for you. But before that, we'd like to ask, what's the dumbest thing you've ever seen? We'd love to hear about it in the comments section, and we're sure everyone else would too. Number 1, that ought to do it. If you can't even find a way to keep your trunk closed and your new purchase from falling out of the back of your car, why not find a real, live human to be the one to hold it down? We would have never thought of this. We could have probably exhausted ourselves trying to find rope or bungee cords or calling a friend with a truck or something. How did they even come up with this simple solution of having a guy balance precariously on the back of a car while holding down the trunk to make sure the new computer doesn't fall out? This takes real genius and ingenuity to come up with something like this. It also takes a lack of brain power and or common sense. Come on now. We really do wish we could see how this one played out. Is it wrong that we're hoping to see lots of speed bumps on their route home or what?
So what do you guys think of that video? Be sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on my channel, American Eye.